on, something, come on. Ah! Swing and a miss.
There's a lot of spawn coming.
Don't throw it wide.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Unbelievable.
Super Mega Baseball's finest competitors went head-to-head this season, duking it out over a long and challenging campaign. We bear witness tonight to half of the Final Four, two players who stormed their way through all in their path. A massive step toward the XBL's most coveted prize is on the line. The postseason winds are roaring, and the fans hunger for competition. It's time to rumble! This is the XBL semifinals!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into another production of the Cross-Platform Baseball League. More playoff baseball coming at you, coming up here soon. My name is Weaver for Prez. Tonight, your play-by-play commentator, and as always, in the booth, joined by one of the co-commissioners of the league, Dwayne. How you doing tonight, Dwayne? Playoffs have been awesome, haven't they?
Yes, they have, Weaver. I'm doing fantastic, and yeah, I'm just as excited as I have been the past few nights where we've had action-packed playoff baseball all the way through in the AAA and the XBL. It's really, really exciting.
Yeah, for those of you who maybe you're joining us for the first time, this is the Cross-Platform Baseball League, the highest ranked PvP online league in Super Mega Baseball. This is where you can find all of the best players in the world gathered. It's played typically on 90 Ego. Granted, for these semifinals, this is a big change. For these semifinals and the eventual World Series, the batting Ego has been cranked up to 93 Ego. That's going to be a big theme going forward. We definitely saw it in effect in the other half of the semifinals, which was Ashnod's Coupon defeating Light Snack in 6 games to punch his ticket to the World Series. But tonight it is MikeTheCuch. If you've been around Super Mega Baseball Twitch, especially last summer and fall, you know who that is. Going up against the reigning champ, Lazy. Dwayne, can you tell us a little bit about the playoff paths for both of these guys? Kind of similar.
Yes, absolutely. Pretty similar playoff paths indeed. Like you said, the Ego bumps up to 93, 90, 90, 90, so it should be pretty interesting here. But Lazy, on the 90 Ego regular season, went 31-1, attaining the #1 seed and the highest overall winning percentage ever in an XBL season. So very legendary season to him. His one loss was to other semifinalist Light Snack. That was in mercy fashion. It was rather quickly done. That's probably the best way Mike's going to go about beating Lazy, but we'll get into that later. He ended up beating me, Lazy, 3-0 in the quarterfinals. Pretty handily. I think all mercy victories, if I can recall correctly. I don't have the scores right in front of me. Maybe the second game was closer. But either way, Mike on the flip side, the #4 seed, went 22-10. A little less of an easy time than Lazy, obviously, with 10 losses. But still pretty solid, earned himself a bye. He went through Luke Archer, the 5 seed, who was a pretty competitive player himself with a sweep in the quarterfinals. So Mike has been hot on the offensive side. It'll be interesting to see if that carries into this one.
Yeah, hot on the offensive side. Both of these guys, I would say, top half pitchers, if not higher than that. Both can kind of do it all. Good all-around players. They're going to duke it out here tonight, games 1 and 2 in this best-of-7 series. It's the Jackals and Cooch Potato Nation coming right up after this. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, loading in Sakura Hills, the home of the defending champ. Lazy, of course. MikeTheCuch coming in here. This is actually where he defeated Lazy in season 1. That was the match of the week, I believe, at the end of week 1. Mike put on a good show then, defeating Lazy. First person to do it in the XBL. But there hasn't been much in as far as resistance goes to Lazy since.
Yeah, no, there hasn't. Weaver, I believe, chat mentioned he's 39-1 in his last 40 games.
Yeah, just an unbelievable player. Can really do it all. But Mike, not someone to count out, not by any means at all. So we'll see how it plays out.
Yeah, he's well earned himself that single bye that brought him here.
Yeah, bye week couple seasons in a row, he's repeated as the 4 seed. Lil Flurabell, the leadoff hitter, exercising a good eye here is Mike. So the first count of the game runs full. And a strikeout, 101 miles per hour, painted low and away. That is the first out. Noogle the Noble to bat.
Yeah, it's a good start from Lazy, like you said. Pretty good all-around player. Or, you know, one of the best, obviously, most considered the best in the world. But pitching is a pretty strong start for him. But that's a great start for Mike here with 1 out. Get 1 up the chute.
Yeah, reaches down for a painted pitch, the similar one that he struck out with on batter number 1. Instead, he flips it up the middle, brings up Beaver Killer. Looking for a good start to this game here in the first. That one in there. Daydream Lullaby gets the game 1 start for the Jackals. You can see Lazy, maybe not on this pitch, but Lazy testing out that fastball. It's coming in even faster on 93. And there you can see it there, blew him away. 2 swinging strikeouts on the fastball in the inning. 2 down now for Berezino.
Good changeup.
Yeah, maybe compensating for the extra heat. That one's ripped into the gap, and if it's down, Noogle should score from first. Cooch Potato Nation with a great start here. They lead 1-0 on the double. A nice rip there from Berezino puts the Cooch Potatoes in front. Ugly Octo looks at a strike. Number 5 hole hitter.
Yeah, getting in front early is definitely what Mike's going to want to do and try and stay in front. This bump to 93 ego is going to possibly be huge for him in keeping the game close.
So that ends the inning, not before Cooch Potatoes take the lead. And even on that low and away pitch, he got a good rip on it. So, obviously the people are going to be saying that Lazy shouldn't be too affected by 93 because he's such a good hitter. I don't think it's going to affect Mike too much.
No, it shouldn't. He's probably been practicing pretty good, so it'll be interesting to see how the rest of his hitting pans out. But he's got a pretty good starter on the mound here in Redsman, who just painted a changeup to strike out Lazy to start things off.
Nasty changeup. It is not every day you catch Lazy looking on a slow pitch like that. But he got him there. Now snappy pop. So both of these guys start the game with a strikeout. We'll see if Lazy can match the better half of the first that Mike had. And that's another looking strikeout, Mike. Cruising through the first 2 batters, looking for a quick 1-2-3 inning to shut down Lazy after the hot start in the first.
That would be huge if you can keep things clean, keep Lazy off the scoreboard to start it off in the first inning after jumping out with that 1-0 lead. That's something he's definitely going to want to pile onto, but he's got to focus here pitching to Amy B, a pretty strong 3-hole hitter.
That one up and in, just a bit too hot to handle for Lazy. The 2-2 pitch from Redsman is fought off up the middle. Diving stop by Beaver Killer, but plenty of speed to make that an infield single. So both of these guys putting a base runner on. We'll see if Lazy can convert his runner. Trying to down the line, deflected into no man's land by the glove of, I believe that's Berezino. He actually, I want to say, he saves a run at least. He would have liked to have caught it, but no run has scored for now. But that one's crushed. Right field towards that bullpen. No one's going to catch it. It is gone off of the top of that pen. 2 out magic for the Jackals. They take the lead right back, and it's by 2.
Yeah, that was an awful break for Mike with that ball bouncing off his third baseman's glove. There might have been a play to have been made there, but then it's followed up either way with the 3-run home run, so that just erases the lead immediately. Either way, that's Lazy. He's going to come after you, and he's going to come after you early. Well done. Just hopping on a bad pitch and getting it out of the park.
So 3 straight hits after the first 2 struck out. That brings Redsman to tense mojo. Mike looking to regain it. It's going to have to deliver a pitch with the walk-prone trait, and the walk-prone trait delivers a walk. Wanda Whack is aboard. Larry Lanky now. 7th man to bat in the first. Crutched up the middle. Carousel keeps moving. Lazy looking well adjusted to the 93 so far.
Yeah, if Mike can just find a third out here, he will probably be able to find his way back into the game in the second inning if he's careful with his hitting. But it's looking dangerous with Redsman. That decrease in accuracy is obviously showing its head. Maybe it's the update in pitching since the patch as well, proving some difficulty.
1-2 pitch to Lemonzilla is in the dirt. Lazy not going to swing at that. So now a 2-2 with 2 aboard. Just misses inside. Another walk-prone pitch coming up from Redsman. It is a little bit over the plate, but Lazy just misses it. On the contact swing, out to Ugly Octo makes the catch. So that will end the inning, but not before the Jackals score 3 times.
That was definitely the third out that Mike needed to get out of that inning to really put himself in a decent position to jump back into this game. If it got any worse than 3 runs, it was going to be pretty deflating. But if he can find something here, or maybe stay in it in the next inning, if he doesn't, he's in good shape. But it's going to be up to Lazy to pitch well with Daydream Lullaby.
Low strikes here. Mike didn't offer it the first one, but he offers it that one for the strikeout. That's 1 down. That'll bring up BK, his dudeness, second baseman. Curveball, not offered at, but it's in there. Perfect curve. Quickly 0-2. Lazy pumping strikes. Doesn't want to waste any time with Mike. Also knows that chase pitches are going to be effective few and far between with a good hitter like Mike. This one should be caught by B. It is. So now with 2 down, Mickey, the trailer guy, looking to keep this from being a 1-2-3 inning.
It's a tough one to check on. That was a good pitch maybe to hit for Mike, and he offers inside.
Yeah, maybe just the extra velocity from the 93 ego jump. Good check there. This one going to tail a bit inside, no swing. Low and away, Mickey waves at it.
That was nice by Mike to fight it off. Maybe now we can get a pitch to hit. Ooh, just underneath that one.
Yeah, perhaps just reaching a little bit. Pops it out, but it's dropped by Normus. That is a gift double. That will bring up the pitcher spot here with 2 outs.
Yeah, Redsman's tense, but Mike might be able to do something with him here. He's going to leave him in early, obviously. Wants to get some more pitches out of him.
He's batting 1,000. Granted, he's only started 1 game. Probably 1 for 1 or 2 for 2. But falling behind is Lullaby. This fastball kind of... Oh, Mike just late on that one. You can see him still power swinging, trying to exploit the shallow outfield, but this one's popped up. This one should be caught, but I said that before. Okay, this one is. So that will end the inning. A few extra pitches, though, needed to be thrown by Lullaby as she comes to the plate in the bottom of the second. Quickly 0-2. Redsman looking to have a bounce-back inning after surrendering some 2-out magic.
Yeah, and Mike would do well to try and get him untense somehow, but a double, possibly from the pitcher. Ooh, yeah, that gets past his glove. Is not going to go any length to helping Redsman.
That is a lead-off double for Daydream Lullaby, doing it with the on the mound and at the plate. That'll turn the lineup over as well. Granted, Enormous now the center fielder tense because of that error. This one through the right side. Diving attempt there from Nugel was fruitless. Gets back into him. Runners at the corners, nobody out. It just seems even when he doesn't barrel something out, Lazy can just find those holes.
Yeah, there goes again. Ooh, BK is doing this, though. The great dive. Mike able to get one out.
Yeah, Mike taking the safe route to first after excellent defensive play from BK. Now the 3-hole hitter, Amy B. Crushes one, right field. Looking up, see you later. Lazy takes a 6-1 lead. This is just what he does.
Yeah, he absolutely smash that ball, and you can see all facets of his game here showing themselves as he's just hitting for power, stringing them together. It seems unstoppable. That one hit hard. It might be gone.
Little Flurbell leaps. It is gone, so it is back-to-back jacks. That one off the bat of Kim Toe, one of the stronger hitters in the lineup. The lead is now 6. Things starting to get scary for Mike. When reaching a bit on that one, so that will be a merciful second out on the one pitch. Rattled on the mojo ticker is Redsman.
Yeah, Lazy just seems to find a way always to rally. Doesn't matter what time, what inning, what ego.
What ego, yeah. This one should be the third out of the inning, so for the second time in as many innings, Lazy has a solid inning. The lead is 7-1. Mike still plenty capable of getting back in this thing.
Yeah,
Lazy
doesn't want
just-
to press.
yeah. No slouch on the mound, though, is Lazy. So now quickly behind 0-2 is Flurabelle, but that one ripped. Going to be right at Amy B. Ranges over just a few steps to her right. Makes the catch. That'll bring up Noogle.
Yeah, Mike looking decent here, trying to find his pitch. If he can just keep not swinging too many balls out of the zone and just looking for some of those mistakes Lazy might be making, he could definitely make it a little closer than 7-1 faster than you might think.
So behind now in the count is Noogle the Noble, the first baseman, takes that curve. Lazy staying away from him. That one, this one, I'm sorry, not could be 2. This one should be on to first. Wanda Whack makes the play. Out down there at the hot corner. Sorry, that's quickly 2 down. That'll bring up Beaver Killer with nobody aboard. Locked in now is Lullaby. Not good for Mike.
Yeah, locked in is definitely a good state for Daydream Lullaby with that setup of junk accuracy and velo, but that might find a hole out there for a nice 2-out single.
Yeah, Beaver Killer aboard here. Went down and just got one. Blooped it over the head of the infielders. That'll bring up Berezino, who had the RBI double with 2 outs in the first. 7 Jackals runs ago. Still doing a pretty good job driving the pitch count for Lazy. 51 pitches here, 2 outs in the third. That one blooped up the middle, so that's back-to-back 2-out knocks. Beaver Killer advances to second as the ball gets back in. Ugly Octo with a big chance here.
Yeah, that was a nice single by Mike. Maybe now he can string something together. Just gotta exhibit some patience there. Nice job holding up on that borderline pitch.
Went after that fastball, popped it up. 1-1 now. Another fastball crushed. Right center. Normus makes the catch. Doesn't drop it this time, so that will end the inning. Mike barreled it up, just not in a good spot. That keeps the game at 7-1.
Yeah, now he needs to buckle down. It's unfortunate he had some guys left on base there. Couldn't get any runs across, but if he can get a quick 3 outs, there's still plenty of chances here. You know, the runs came early from Lazy, but they could be quelled.
Contact swing there on 0-2. Doesn't net any success for Lazy as he grounds out softly. Redsman back to tense. Still not ideal, but certainly better than Rattled. Gives him a little more accuracy, a little more velocity. That one ripped up the middle. Flurabelle watches it in front of him. So just as we talk about the mojo, we'll see if it changes here. It doesn't. So still tense is Redsman. Runner on first for the pitcher. We'll see if Lazy lays down a bunt. He did have the double earlier with this player.
Yeah,
Swinging all the way, it looks like.
Yep.
Yeah. 30 power, plenty for hitters of this caliber to do something with. Most of the time. And that one's ripped. Left field. Mike should have a play. He does. Runner retreats. 2 down. That'll bring up the top of the order. Center fielder, Normus.
You can see how well Lazy just squares that up. Just right on the nose. Had to be going right at the left fielder the way he swung at it.
That one ripped. Right center field, Normus bidding for that wall, but it's caught by Flurabelle on the run for the 3rd out. So that's the first 0 of the game put up by Redsman. Maybe that's just what Mike needed. We'll see. First pitch coming into Craigula, and it's ripped up the middle. So yeah, maybe Mike on the comeback trail starting now.
Yeah, any inning you can keep one of the top hitters scoreless, especially when you are a top hitter yourself, is huge, because that could begin the marathon. Now, if Mike's able to string it together, he could find himself back in this game. But like I said before, Lazy's got to be accurate and get at spots with Daydream Lullaby. That's a couple of hits to start the inning there for the Couch Potatoes.
Yeah, a couple just slightly missed pitches. Mike has clobbered them both. Back-to-back singles. Mickey the Trailer Guy. Named, of course, after the Mickey that made our video this season. That one is going to be a productive out. Runners move to second and third. At bat for Redsman here.
It looks like
Outfield comes shallow. Yeah, leaving him in. The outfield comes shallow. I could drive something. That one, middle infield, should get a run in. So a productive out for the pitcher. Deficit now is 5. Top of the order up.
Yeah, trusting his bat now with 2 outs. Maybe he can get it done with the top of the order.
Just missing on the changeup was Lazy. Gonna try and drop that curve in there now. Looks to be a bit high. Now ahead is the low flurry ball. Mike expanding the zone on 2-1. Finds himself in a 2-2 count. And goes waving on the changeup. Throw has to go down to first. It does. That sets the center fielder for the Couch Potatoes tense. So both center fielders tense in this game. Couch Potatoes do get one back, though.
Yeah, let's see if that plays into it. That's interesting that both those players in that position have become tense through different means.
Another tense player there. Whoever that was that just batted for the Jackals, tense as they went up the line. Nice play there from Beaver Killer for the first out. Locked in, Amy B at the plate. Redsman trying to find back-to-back zeros on the line score. That one just missing the bag. Bottom of the 4th here at Sakura Hills.
Nice full count worked by Lazy. One of the best statistical hitters he's got. Well covered in the hole, though, by Mike.
Yeah, Mike ranging to the second baseman's right. Made a nice stop there, but just too much speed going down with Amy B running. So that's a 1-out infield single. That'll bring up Kim To, who had a home run earlier. Just so much power on this hitter. That looked like he chased a bit there in off the plate. Mike with a good pitch there to get the out. 2 down.
Yeah, that's big. Mike's still kind of standing pat. Redsman's working his way back from tense as best as he can. Maybe if you can get just one more out of him, you could consider this outing somewhat successful, even though there's been 7 runs put up on the board.
That one just missing. So 2-1 after the curveball. We'll see what Redsman delivers. It's crushed pretty hard to center field, but should stay in the yard. Catch made by Flurbo. That'll end the 4th. Head to the top of the 5th. Couch Potatoes looking to keep it going after a couple nice pitching innings.
Yeah, he scored 1 last inning. Maybe he can score another here. Maybe even some more if he can add on to it. That would be definitely the plan. He's got a good part of his order in 2, 3, and 4. Noogle Nibble always seems to find a way to hit the ball hard.
Falling behind is Lazy. It's, I believe, the first time we've seen a 3-0 count. Mike taking all the way on the wild fastball. Earns himself a lead-off walk. Looking to make something happen here, Beaver Killer.
Yeah, the leadoff walk is always dangerous. Now Lazy's got to be really careful with his placement. Doesn't want to make a big mistake to Beaver Killer, who's got a ton of power.
Made a slight mistake there on the fastball, just a bit too hard for Mike to handle. Average speed over there at first. The 0-2 misses. Good take from Mike. This time does not wave on that changeup. We'll see what Lazy goes with here. It's a fastball, and it catches that low and in corner. What a pitch. Pros Mike on the check swing.
Yeah, it was a nice strikeout there by Lazy. Well placed. Using all the accuracy he has. Daydream Lullaby has 76 pitches, though. Already well passed into this 5th inning.
Yeah, her day should be done soon. Caught on the backhand, back to first. No double play, but a good stop over there at the hot corner. Brings the inning to 2 outs. See where the pitcher spot is in Lazy's lineup. You would think the leash not going to be too much longer. Still effective, though, as this should be a scoreless inning. Ranging out as a shortstop, makes the catch. So we are into about the halfway point of the game. It is the Jackals 7, Couch Potato Nation 2.
Yeah, Mike electing to leave Redsman in. 65-plus pitches now. At least for one more batter.
It is Wanda Whack, the third basewoman. That one's stung to the shortstop, backhanded. Beaver Killer takes his time, makes the the throw for the first out.
Seems like Mike has found a way to get some outs here. I'm trying not to jinx him, as Lazy sends one right into the gap.
Yeah, that went into the gap. Should be 2. Berzino gets it back in nicely, so it'll only be the double. So a 1-out extra base hit for the Jackals. Lemonzilla now.
It seems like the past few innings, Lazy has found his hits though, but Mike has been able to work his way through it. So I'll be interested to see what that double. That one hit to the left side, should be an out. Lets the runner get to third. Now Mike's got 2 outs. Let's see if he's able to handle this one again.
Looked like Lazy maybe expected Mike to try for the runner at third there. It looks like we're going to the bench. It'll be Ham Choi. One of those runs back.
Yeah, nicely done by Lazy up the middle. Just to put that up the middle. He always seems to find a way to put it just like that, right up the chute, and just get another runner on base. Either he hits it in the gap over the wall, or he finds a way to get it up the chute.
Yeah, the timing just seems to be flawless more often than not for Lazy. Looks like Mike gonna stay with Reds, man. I imagine the pitcher spot coming up in the 6th. Mike wanting to gamble here. That one's ripped on the curve. Will it stay in? It will. Octo makes the 3rd out over there in left field. And so the inning ends with the 1 run coming in. Lazy has to choose a reliever now.
Yeah, interesting to see who he goes with. Got a ton of velocity on Little Lackey there. It looks like he's contemplating hard.
So now, Little Lackey, the right-handed specialist, gonna face the Cooch Potatoes. Does have the K-Dud trait as well. The 1-1 changeup, taken for a strike. There's that K-Dud activating. Swinging in the dirt, fouling it off is Mike. Lazy looking to bait him low and away here. Doesn't pay off. It's ripped up the middle. A leadoff knock. I believe that's 3 innings in a row at least where Mike has gotten the leadoff runner aboard. The run's just not quite coming yet.
Yeah, maybe a little bit too eager once the runners start getting on base. Let's see now what he's able to do. And yeah, first pitch swinging with BK's dudeness. Lifts it right behind second for an easy fly out. So just got to be careful now and wait for his pitch.
Lazy made that curveball tantalizing low and away. Mike unable to lift it, so he's going to try it again, it looks like. Mickey the trailer guy, he gets almost an identical result. Should be 2 quick flyouts after the leadoff knock, and it is. This should be the end for Redsman, though.
Yeah. Looks like we've got Merge Drone coming in for the pinch hit, and Mike getting underneath another one. That one's sky high.
Yeah, so after the rip up the middle, Mike swings at 3 straight, pops them all up to the right half of the field. That ends the inning. Little Lackey does her job in her first inning. Now Linzosaurus, the left-handed specialist for the Cooch Potatoes, into the game. Nasty pitcher. 4-seam cutter change. 4-seam misses. Looking for a strikeout here on 1 and 2. Fouled off. Amy B stepping in there, locked in, so kind of negating the specialist nerves, but it doesn't matter there. That's a strikeout just a bit too far behind the fastball after a bit of a velocity. That one dropped in right field. It was almost a great play. Did I see 0.3 miss odds?
Yeah, it might have been. I didn't see the exact number either, but that ball was stung pretty hard by Lazy either way. It's a little bit curious with some of those numbers sometimes.
So the drop in right field earns a single for Lazy. 5-hole hitter, Kid K. Looking to keep it going. Not much speed at first. That one just misses low and in. Big count here for Kid K. Ripped right field, but a bit late was Lazy. (3-2). That one ripped over the head of Beaver Killer. Will they get to the gap? No, it is cut off by Ugly Octo. So back-to-back singles here with one out.
Yeah, some danger brewing. Mike's got his relief ace and the specialist in, so let's see if that has an effect. And there's Wanda Whack finding some grass. Ooh, Mike almost catching that out there.
Yeah, just the result's not quite there for the right fielder, Berezino. So the base is loaded. The winning run at the plate. Mike must be careful. He might get two here. BK needs to flip to short onto first. It is an ending double play, so the winning run came to the plate as far as Mercy Rule goes. Instead, it's a scoreless inning.
Yeah, Mike's giving up his hits, but he's finding his way out of it, and he's giving himself his chances now to bat. So if he's able to use them going into the later portion of this game here, 7th inning now, things could turn around quickly, but he has to get it done.
So again, swingy first pitch there was the leadoff hitter, Fluribell. So that's an out. Now Noogle the Noble. Bit more patience on this at bat. Looking for another walk here, potentially. This one going to find zone, though. Let's see if Mike lets it rip. He does not. 3-1. That one's crushed. Left field towards the pen. Way out of here. Noogle the Noble brings the potatoes back. Another run closer.
That is absolutely old-fashioned potato power right there. Mike just turning on that changeup. He was not going to miss it. I had a feeling the moment it left Lazy's hand that he would be ready for that one. So that's a big run. It's one more step into it.
Now Beaver Killer hitting it hard, but that one's right at the shortstop. So quickly 2 down. The deficit back to 5. Little Lackey delivers a nice curve. Pitching Mike high here in this at bat after getting burned low on that home run. That 2-1 is ripped almost down the line, just missing the chalk. Could have been extra bases. Instead, we're still in the 2-2 count.
You're missing it by inches.
Change, yeah. Seriously, yeah, inches. Instead, pitch to Berezino is on the corner, so Lazy gets the strikeout. A productive inning, though, for the Cuch Potatoes. They get the 1 run. They will need more, though. They will need more runs. They will need to maintain the solid pitching of the middle innings. The early innings didn't go so hot. And Zasaurus almost with the 3-pitch strikeout. Lazy fouling off a tough pitch. The 1-2 just misses on the change. Good fastball there. Rings him up. Looking low and away. Hit a nice spot there. That'll bring up Lackey. Possibly going to the bench here is Lazy, and he will. So now Rogue Reed, hitter off the bench. It's a 5-run game. That one goes foul for strike 2. Linzosaurus velocity just now starting to diminish, and that one's going to be popped up the middle for a 1-out knock. Great piece of hitting. That's just what he does. So now Normus. Runner on first. After the pinch hit single, way ahead there is Lazy. 1-2 ripped. Could this be caught in left field by Octo? It is not. Another missed sliding catch. Lazy going to be aggressive and take third and second. So it'll go as a double. Big base running there. 2 in scoring position.
Yeah, that's huge for Lazy. That's a big break that Mike does not need him to have right now. A couple very dangerous runners in scoring position with less than 2 outs.
Happy Pop looking at a couple in the dirt. Infield is back for the Potatoes. Looking for a strikeout here. Lazy not biting. So now a 3-2 pitch could put him on here if he wants to, and that is what's going to happen. Not sure if intentional or not. The pitch was close. Bases loaded for Amy B. That one ripped out to Octo. Makes the catch. We'll see if Lazy challenges. No, he does not. So 2 down. Kim To. Falling behind is Linzosaurus. The stamina very dangerous here. That one ripped up the middle. That'll score 1. That will score 2. The lead now 10-3 Tokyo. So the Black Jackals keep on rolling with Kid K to the plate.
Yeah, Mike needs to find the edges here. He can't give Lazy anything to hit, because if he finds a gap, this one might be a wrap very, very quickly.
Yeah, 2 on. The winning run is at the plate in the form of Kid K, looking to end this thing with 1 swing. Won't have it here. Beaver Killer dives. It is off his glove into shallow left field. Should score a run. Octo fires it into left, so the lead now 11-3. This one, I would say, is now just a bit out of hand. Something in the gap here, like you said, is going to end it. But 2 down. Little Strong Legs is in the game now. A bit of an unconventional pitcher. This one to Beaver Killer should be the 3rd out. So Mike stays alive despite giving up a couple runs in that inning. We go to the top of the 8th.
Yeah, 6 outs to work with, and he is into that pen, but I'm not sure how that might affect things. He's obviously pretty far behind, but if he's able to jump on one of these relievers, who knows if it could start a war of attrition. He's got an 8-run deficit to deal with, though, so he's going to have to get runners on and quickly.
Punch now. The K-Man out of the pen. Looked like a misfire on the stick there from Mike. K-Man fastball. Fools Mike. Gets outside. Just couldn't hold up for the strikeout. Now Craigula. Swinging first pitch, but foul. Fastball is in there. That activates K-Man. Lazy dealing here in the late innings. That's in there for back-to-back Ks. Honestly, I'm not sure it's stated enough just how good Lazy is at pitching. I think it kind of gets swept under the rug because he doesn't throw a lot of innings.
Yeah, he looks well practiced right now. And yeah, in a game where there's some length, some 9 innings, you could really get to see him shine.
So now to the bottom of the 8th. Last chance for Mike to hold the lead at an already staggering 8 runs. That one narrowly misses the line. Gets him a bit off balance on the curve, but it's up the middle. Beaver Killer has it, fires to first. Not in time. An infield single of the leadoff variety. Brings up Lemonzilla.
Yeah, it was a tough break for Mike, but that one's lined right at the 3rd baseman, so that's a good first out.
Pack-a-Punch staying in the game, rips that one. Right center field, little Floribel makes the catch. Gets it back in quickly. There's 2 down here. Lineup turns over, not tense anymore as Normus after inexplicably dropping that fly ball. That one sails a little wild. Two one, hit out to shortstop. Beaver Killer has it. On to first. So we will have a 9-inning game in this one. No mercies for anyone. MikeTheCuch, last chance here in the 9th for the miracle comeback. Otherwise, we're headed to game 2 with Mike. Mike would be at home needing to win to get back in the series.
Yeah, good high fastball there from Lazy. He's still really getting it done with Pack-a-Punch, finding that location, using that velocity well.
Peppering in some fastballs, but missing a couple. So now a 3-1 fastball is crushed, but foul. 3-2 looks to be a bit out of the zone, and a great check swing by Mike gives him the leadoff walk. Should go to the bench here to replace Strong Legs. It'll be Blitzer Lopez, the lefty. 16th pitch coming in from Pack-a-Punch is ripped through the left side, so the first 2 have reached here. Obviously, he'll need quite a bit more, but it's a good start.
Yeah, if there's any start at all to some sort of rally, that's exactly what Mike needs. First 2 runners of the inning reaching base, and there's Low Floribel hitting one even though he's tense into the corner. That might be 3 bags.
So Mike, if nothing else, maybe starting to time up 93 ego. In any case, still nobody out. Runners at second and third. A run has come in. It's 11-4. Dougal the Noble rips that one. That one is down the line. That'll score 2. It is an 11-6 ball game. Dougal into second. Still nobody out.
Okay. Lazy needs to start finding that location. You can see Pack a Punch after 18 pitches now and a few runs given up is very tense.
Drops a curveball in there to kind of break up the rhythm. Now ahead 0-2. That'll get some velocity back with the K-man. Just missing. Now the 1-2. Way late was Beaver Killer. That's a strikeout swinging. There's the first out. That's what Lazy needed.
Yeah, absolutely. If he wants to shut the door on this rally, he needs to be able to get Mike swinging a few of those up in the zone where he can't quite catch up. Mike looking well-timed, though.
One missed a bit inside, but Mike slams it up the middle. He's not going to test the arm. No need, especially down 5, but now runners at the corners. Barreling up a lot of pitches in the inning.
Yeah, he's just got to keep doing that. He's looking really, really good right now, hitting any mistake that Lazy's making in the zone.
And taking some pitches as well. That one crushed through the right side, 11-7, and it gets past the right fielder. The runners will run for days. 1 run is in. Mike going to third. He thinks better, goes back to second. 3-run ball game. Huge mistake in right field. Lazy needs to bear down now.
Yeah, and he's leaving Pack a Punch in. You can see, I think he's worrying a little bit about that depth he's got in his bullpen. Now we've got some low velo, all accuracy.
See if it fools Mike. He was timing up the heaters on this 93 ego. Cool Shmuel, closer. That one crushed. Right field, back, gone! Cooch Potato Nation, it's a 1-run game.
What is going on? Oh my god. Mike is just ripping the ball in the top of this 9th inning. I cannot believe he is this close right now.
I guess you just have to kind of wonder if the home run maybe disrupts things a bit. There's no more base runners as BK swings at the first pitch. This will be the second out, so it'll come down to Mickey. If you're Mike, you're thinking this came just a bit too late. Oh, he's going to go with Real King, the righty. That's going to force Lazy to the righty, I would think.
I don't know if he can. He might not have seen 3 batters.
Yeah. Swing your first pitch, changeup, out to Lanky. So the comeback not to be, but what a valiant effort there in the 9th. I can't believe I'm saying this, but Lazy wins in a 1-run game.
Yeah, after the way that started, that was absolutely insane. Mike just fought in that 9th inning. That rally was something to behold. I mean, if you were here to witness it, everybody, that was one of the best rallies in XBL history.
Just falling a bit short was Mike, but still a lot to work off of. I would think both of these guys are going to be ready to hit in Game 2. And we'll have Game 2 for you in just a few moments. We'll take a short break. When we come back, we head to Lafayette Corner. More action on the way. Thanks for sticking around.
There you go.
Thanks for sticking around, everybody. We are back. We are with you here for Game 2. It'll be at Lafayette Corner in this best of 7 XBL semifinals. A chance to meet Ashnod's Coupon, the 2 seed in the World Series, already punching his ticket. Will it be Lazy returning for the rematch? He holds the he's in the driver's seat now with the Game 1 victory. Or will it be Mike, who he is further along in the playoffs than his franchise has ever been? Looking to respond here in Game 2. We'll start with Lazy at the plate, though.
It'll be interesting to see if the confines here of Lafayette Corner play into this at all, because this stadium a lot smaller than Sakura, I'll tell you that much.
Lazy taking a quick second before we begin. Looks like, if I had to guess, Mike didn't select the pitcher that he told Lazy he was going to choose. I know Lazy likes to configure his lineups based on the handedness. That was Ashnod's Coupon. Not to be confusing. That was, I believe, the number 4 starter for the Couch Potatoes, a right-hander. If I had to guess, I would expect Lazy is looking for a lefty there. So it shouldn't be too long. We'll get these guys back in for you as we sort out exactly what happened. That's the only thing I can think of. Okay, so am I still on? Okay, so soon enough, folks, we'll rejoin you here. Should only be a couple seconds. Hopefully, they roll back into Lafayette. I have a feeling they won't, but if they do not, we'll just be a few more seconds, and we'll be back with you. All right, sorry for the delay, ladies and gentlemen. We should be good to go now. Loading in Lafayette Corner for Game 2, final of Game 1. If you're just joining us, 11-10. It was 11-3 going into that 9th. It's a great rally from Mike, maybe finding his footing on 93 Ego, and it looks like the pitchers are correct. Dwayne Germain going to start for the Couch Potatoes, and it is a lefty, so that's what Lazy was looking for there. That's why the delay, but we're good now. As that one is crushed, right center field, and gone. First pitch swinging, first pitch gone. Lazy leads 1-0.
What a huge start for the Black Jackals. I was saying before we got started with the with Game 1 a minute ago when the pitchers were wrong that the confines might play into this one, and Lazy using Lafayette to his advantage.
Yeah, that one not getting out in Sakura Hills. Not even close, I would think. So poor start from Mike. Still just one batter, one homer. Snappy pop now. Looks at that curve and sends it towards BK. Easy play. Lazy looking to snowball the momentum. You get a pitcher tense after one pitch. That you can really make that a huge thing.
That's inside.
Change of just misses. Good eye from Lazy, as always.
Strike 3.
And he's late on the fastball, maybe just picked it up a hair too late. So the 98-mile-per-hour fastball makes it the second out. Kim Toe to the plate.
Yeah, it's a big out for Mike. He wants to keep having those all day.
That one ripped over the head of the third baseman. Not quite into the corner, though. Ugly Octo picks it up, gets it back in. So a 2-out knock. Looking to add on after the leadoff shot. Blaine Germain is neutral. That one ripped up the middle. That'll find the gap. We'll see if Lazy can send them all the way around. Lil Fleurball plays it nice, gets it into the cutoff man, so it will be just a double. No RBI yet. Lazy threatening, though.
Yeah, very, very nice throw from the center fielder to keep Lazy where he was. Just not a lot of speed at all to work with for the Jackals on those two hitters.
That one got Lazy out just a bit in front, so he rips it to Noogle the Noble, steps on the bag. So despite the leadoff the leadoff solo shot absolutely ripped into that bullpen in right center field. Lazy gets a couple hits, can't convert them, so a 1-0 game. The away team striking in the first inning of both games. Now Mike to the plate in his home stadium. Will Fleurball swings on that curve, and it takes a weird bounce, so it's over the head of the shortstop. I think that was almost certainly going to be an out.
Yeah, what a hop, and that could be extremely, extremely fortunate for the Cuch Potatoes. Now he's got a ton of speed on the bags. Somebody on the bases for his really big hitters at the top of this order after he finished game one so hot. I have to have a feeling that it might just continue.
Got Mike to chase a hair below the zone there, but it's a productive out. No double play. Fleurball, all that speed into second. Beaver Killer, the 3-hole hitter, the switch hitter, to the plate. Fast bow. Pitcher. Slider at the top of the zone. Not a pitch you see a whole lot in the XBL. Mike frozen by that changeup. High and away. What a good pitch.
Yeah, Lazy just owned at the top of the zone on that at bat. That was really well pitched, really well done. That one might get over the head of the first baseman. That could see Mike tie this up.
That should tie the game. Fleurball, tons of speed, gets in there, but hung up is Berezino. Luckily for Mike, not before the run crosses the plate, but he is out on the base paths. We are tied here. The leadoff homer in that first erase. Brand new ball game.
Yeah, brand new indeed.
Yeah, brand new. The curveball there fooling Lazy on the ground out. That was a dangerous cut fastball over the plate. Lazy just a bit late. Lemonzilla, 8-hole hitter. Doesn't chase the changeup. That curveball hit weakly. BK makes the play on his glove hand side. Throws it to first. A chance for a 1-2-3 inning for Mike. Always few and far between for hitters like Lazy, but when you can get him, it feels quite good.
Yeah, Lazy put 7 up early in game 1 and then 4 up towards the end, and there's the strikeout. So that's 1-2-3 for Mike. Mike, otherwise, I feel like has had a bit of a plan when pitching, and when it's executed really well, it's working extremely, extremely in his favor. So if he can keep that up in this game and score the runs like he did towards the end of the last one, he's going to be looking great. Yeah,
that was one of his better pitched innings there. Chasing a bit there was Ugly Octo, the left fielder for Mike. Dribbles this one, left side of the infield, barehanded by Zilla, makes the easy play. So the leadoff batter is retired. Craig Gillett to the plate. See if Mike can get back to that level of plate discipline we saw in the 9th inning. It definitely seemed like he kicked into an extra gear with his back to the wall. So now a 3-0 count has a chance for the 4-pitch walk. That's exactly what happens here. Fastball loses the batter, gives BK a chance.
Yeah, very nicely done from Mike. Well-disciplined eye. Try to set up a pretty good hitter in BK. Can't be swinging at the first pitch, though. He's got to let these counts run deep and find the mistake pitches from Lazy. Ooh, that one really missed.
There was the mistake pitch you mentioned. BK almost frozen on the fastball there. Now 1-2. That low and away changeup on the first pitch, it's gotten Mike swinging early in the count a couple times, as that's a beauty painted up and away. Freezes the batter, brings up Mickey. Not swinging first pitch there as Mikey thought about it.
Yeah, big first couple outs now for Lazy. That one's hit lightly. KK's going to have to chase him down, though. Gets him easily.
Yeah, tagging Mickey there, so no forced play, but it is the third out. Dwayne Germain back to work in the top of the third.
Strike.
Top of the order, Normus rips it, looking for another hit after the leadoff homer, but that one's robbed by Berezino. A nice sliding catch.
Yeah, very nicely played by Mike. That one did not work in his favor in the last game. Getting it done, though, is Berezino in this one. That one covered by Beaver Killer. Good toss over to first. Gives Mike another out.
Very strong throw there. It's just what he needed to get the fast runner after Dwayne Germain could not scoop it back up the middle. And that one popped up, but it is to a short part of the park. On the track, though, is Octo. He makes the catch. Another 1-2-3 inning. And if my math serves me right, it should be 7 in a row retired by Mike.
Yeah, nicely done, then gets himself a hit to lead off the inning.
Does indeed. I believe that was you, Dwayne, the pitcher there.
Olay.
Getting the hit. Always a bonus if you get it out of your worst hitter there. But now Lil Floribel, the top of the order, looking to make this a good inning. Lazy falling behind. That one hit softly. Coming in as B makes the catch. Returning is Dwayne Germain.
Yeah, for a second I thought that might get down. You could see Mike, too, holding the runner up between the bags. Smart move. Running back in time, though, before any throw sort of got there.
Backdoor slider is effective for Lazy for strike 1. Gets strike 2 on the fastball. Mike in the hole here. 0-2. Checks his swing. Good battle here. Noogle the Noble. Fastball popped up. Not much speed at first. It is the pitcher. That one hit weakly. Kid K should have 2. Zilla fires back. And it is an inning-ending double play. So the theme here in this game through the first 3 innings, good pitching from both of these guys.
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely a tight one. Don't want to, speak too soon or anything, but there goes a really nasty pitch for Lazy to hit. Mike finding his location well, though. That's a great changeup to get the strikeout.
Yeah, Lazy completely missed that fastball. Was not in a good spot on 0-1, but on 0-2, a bit over-eager on the change. He's way ahead for the strikeout. Dwayne Germain so far off to a much better start than Redsman. That was another mistake there, but Lazy just a bit too late. And wow, was that the exact same sequence there? I think it was one extra pitch, but the same strikeout pitch.
Yeah, well done for Mike. Getting Lazy swinging. You can see maybe some of that timing into the 93 ego playing its part.
Yeah, it looked like Lazy wasn't going to miss much of anything in game 1. Has missed a bit here in game 2. Still early, still maybe a bit of an adjustment period facing a different pitcher. 3-1. Hitters count for Lazy. He takes it to right towards the short wall, but it is caught by Berezino. That one looked threatening off the bat, but it's out number 3.
Yeah, just sort of hung up there. Definitely did look like it had a lot of velocity off the bat. It was well struck too by Lazy, but Berezino with his back against the wall looked like he caught that with no sweat.
So Beaver Killer to lead off in a good count, but a great curveball gets Lazy back in it. Looking for a punch out here is Lazy. He gets it looking. Looked like Mike thought about it. He did check his swing. It was just a good fastball nonetheless.
These two truly are dueling right now.
The duel may be broken up a little bit as this is going to be extra bases, even in Lafayette. Into second goes Mike. A 1-out double, his first threat in a while.
Yeah, nicely timed on the changeup. He just sat back on it and got it over the head of the second baseman. That's what you got to do. If you want to find some runners on base, get them in scoring position.
Just a bit late there on the fastball was Ugly Octo. That was not the most well-painted fastball from Lazy. Velocity just starting to tick under average. The 2-2. Late is Ugly Octo. A big strikeout there. Mike in danger of stranding the runner.
He needs the hit now. Craig Eula had the huge home run last game. Maybe he could provide some electricity here at Lafayette now.
but he's behind 0-2. Lazy looking for a big out here. That pitch not in a good spot. Past the glove of the shortstop. Mike going to take the lead here as the runner comes home. Throw goes a bit wild, not cut off. So the runner advances, or the batter advances to second. Couch Potato Nation with their first lead since inning 1 of game 1.
That's big for Mike. Swinging at the first pitch again with BK's doing this though. Ends that inning. You could see maybe a little bit of a heat check. Just getting too eager. Huge way to take the lead though.
So now Lazy playing from behind in the 5th. 1-run game. Rips it into the glove of Nugal the Noble. Mike, living a bit dangerously on that swing, comes out on top.
He's got to hit his spots. He's been doing well with mostly efficiency. A couple of hard hit balls have found their way to the gloves of this Couch Potatoes defense. You can't expect him to get away with it forever, but if he's efficient with his spots, he could hold and then build on this lead. But
Gets Lazy ahead on the changeup. Get a strike in the count. Lazy does an excellent job going down and getting the curve for a 1-out single. It's been a minute since he's had a base runner.
And you can start to see when Lazy starts to, maybe get behind himself, starts to swing and miss a little bit, he's going to find a way to adjust. He's going to find a way to change his game, and that's part of what makes him the best. So don't expect him. There he goes, stealing. That's something we did not see from him at all last game. Now he's got himself a runner in scoring position. He's going to use every bit of baseball IQ he's got.
Yeah, completely taking Mike by surprise with the pitcher batting. Runner in scoring position, the tying run for the Jackals. Mike in danger of walking the pitcher. Does deliver a strike, does blow it past her for a huge strikeout. That does bring it to a dangerous hitter, though.
Yeah, Lazy needs a hit, though. Mike's been proving that the velo's been a lot. Nicely done on the off-speed pitch.
That one, yeah, it'll bring the run in easily. So the game didn't stay in the Couch Potatoes' favor for long. We're back to a tied score as Normus comes through with a single up the middle. Mike not really altering that tempo. This is going to be the 3rd out for him. The game will stay tied. Even after that stolen base, looked like Mike still just hucking it in there. Not too wary of the base runner. Lazy didn't take advantage a second time. We go to the bottom of the 5th.
Yeah, Mike needs to hit now. That lead was erased rather quickly. There goes Lazy hitting some spots. This one's a little bit inside, but Mike takes it.
Yeah, Mike perhaps kicking himself. That was a fastball to handle. Obviously, the fastball is just a bit different than what we're all used to in the XBL. Mickey pops that one up on the curve. Normus should have no problem. Makes the catch. Let's see what Mike does with the pitcher. With the locked-in mojo, I believe he's going to leave him in, and he will.
Yeah, still getting good use out of those stats. I think his pitch count also is still favorable. So no reason to take him out now. Both these guys have shown they can get a hold of it with their pitcher.
Some dimes here from out of the hand of Fastbow. A couple great fastballs. A low change. Jermaine up the middle. Zilla has no problem. Good at bat from the pitcher, but does not reach base. So with 2 down, back to the top of the order we go. Low Florabelle, gotta get a 2-out knock here, potentially some magic.
Yeah, it's a lot of dangerous speed on first base.
Yeah, the certainly the fastest runner in the Couch Potato lineup. Turns the lineup to Nugal the Noble, always a threat. And there's the threat. That's gonna hit the upper deck here in Lafayette corner. It's a 2-run lead for the Couch Potatoes. There's that 2-out magic.
Huge home run from Nugal. You had to think after seeing so many of those fastballs over the outside portion of the plate, either Lazy was going to kind of miss one or Mike was eventually going to time one up. Looks like a little bit of both just happened there, and that was just a huge shot.
Huge shot indeed. 2-run lead for... Oh, that was probably one of the ugliest swings we've seen from Mike. Curveball way above the zone. The Beaver Killer says, I don't care. The at-bat is mine. Reaches first on the single. This looks like the hot Mike we've all been accustomed to seeing at times.
Yeah, he's definitely timing things up. This is starting to look more like he did in the top of that 9th inning last game in game 1. Now he's got himself another hit right up the middle. That one not hit as hard, but it was placed nicely.
4 straight hits with 2 outs. Brings up Ugly Octo, looking for more. Good speed on second, better speed on first. Has Lazy seen enough of his starter? After 4 2/3, He has the specialist, Little Lackey, in to keep the game here. Mike swinging first pitch could have been a lazy ground out. That one right down Broadway on the wild pitch. Mike unable to pull the trigger. So now the 0-2 is outside.
Danger, danger.
Big at bat here for Ugly Octo. Dribbled onto the plate. No problem for Kim Toe, who just picks it up and fires the first. So that'll end the inning. Not before the big 2-run home run off the bat of Noogle the Noble.
Yeah, Mike needs to stay tight on the mound, though. Lazy's definitely going to be looking to get those runs back, especially when he gets behind. You know that he's hyper-focused at the plate, trying to find some good pitches to hit.
That one evades the glove of Noogle the Noble. So it's a leadoff knock, tying run to the plate, and the mojo down on Dwayne Germain, who was left in the ball game during his at-bat. Curveball catches Lazy ahead. You can see Mike taking an extra second there now, possibly wary of the stolen base. That one in a dangerous spot. Kim Toe missed it.
Something up with Lazy's fastball timing here. Uh-oh.
Oh, it looked like maybe Mike outweighted him. Instead, it was the other way around. Lazy steals the base. Pitch was not in there for a strike, and that one's crushed on the contact swing. Right field. Floribel makes the catch at the wall. Lazy did get back to tag, and he will make it to third. Pretty good base running nonetheless, despite the out.
Yeah, that's got to be one of his biggest power hitters. A lot of people would have just sent their runner around the bases when they hit one that hard off the bat, but Lazy with good recognition, realizing that Mike had a ton of speed and that one wasn't going to get out of the park. Quick awareness, good awareness to tag up.
70th pitch from Dwayne Germain, softly hit into the glove of Craig Eula. Fires it to second. Runner back to third, 2 down. Mike would love to get through 6 with Dwayne Germain, only the 2 allowed. He has the 2-run lead. Curveball just misses. Lazy, huge at bat here. The 2-1 from Germain. It misses. It's a 3-1 count. Mike delivers in the zone, but a changeup, so it caught him way ahead. A 3-2 pitch is a curve in the zone. He took it looking. What a ballsy pitch from Mike.
That was an insane curveball. I mean, diminished velo, but good. I mean, his junk was still full, but it's not high. I was just well placed, and Lazy just could do nothing about it. Wow.
Lazy caught looking with a runner on third. You would think would end the day for Dwayne Germain, especially if he can get an at-bat in this inning. What a take there on the change from Mike. Little Lackey with the K-dud. Falls behind 3-2. Full count. No, well, there is somewhere to put him. The curveball looks like it's going to come in here. It's going to catch a bit of zone. Mike waits on it nicely. Hits it hard deep. Normus track, waving his arms, but it is off the wall. He made a jump, and he couldn't get it. Going for 3 is Mike. Does he have it? He does. A lead-off triple.
That's big for Mike. That one just a few feet away from getting out of the ballpark, but a leadoff triple just as dangerous either way. Now he's going to look to get him in with a very tense BK's dudeness. He wants to put a good swing on the ball no matter what.
Yeah, for once he doesn't swing first pitch there with BK and pop out. Gonna see a couple fastballs here. That's hit to the other side. That'll get the run in. An excellent play, though, not to be overshadowed there, as Lazy gets BK on the ground out.
Yeah, it takes away a hit, but the RBI is still well done by Mike. So a lot of good baseball in that play overall. Here's a mistake pitch from Lazy, just gets past Mike.
Mickey the Trailer Guy, a dangerous catcher in the XBL. That one's ripped, but didn't quite get a good launch angle on it, so it's right into the glove of Coxie Normus. Is he going to leave in Dwayne Germain?
I don't know. He might try to ride the hot hand. He's going to have to be careful.
Perhaps not putting enough trust in his bullpen other than, of course, Linzosaurus. Also not entirely possible that he could just get a hit, you know. But it is going to be an out. That'll end the inning. 1 run does come in, though. The leadoff triple and the RBI ground out combined to give the Cooch Potatoes a 3-run lead.
Yeah, the diminished velocity maybe Mike's something Mike thinks could be benefiting him here. He's just got to hit that placement. Really well done there on strike 2. If he's keeping that up, it doesn't really matter how hard he's throwing the ball.
That one going to go up the middle, maybe pre-patch. That gets deflected behind Dwayne Germain. Instead, it goes into center field. So a leadoff single. Can't imagine the leash goes too much longer, as that's back-to-back singles up the middle. Tying run to the plate. Lazy looking to rally.
Yeah, he's got to take him out now and find a way to get a ball on the ground. I think we're going to see a pinch hitter from Lazy, and then Mike should go to his pen, but I don't know. He might have trust in his starter still.
81 pitches for Dwayne Germain. Lazy taking a moment, needs to think about whether or not he wants to make the first move. I would think regardless, if Mike goes to the pen, it will be the lefty Linsasaurus. And it is, so Cooch Potatoes say goodbye to their number 2 starter after 6 excellent innings. Gives way to Linsasaurus.
Two good
Starts
fastballs.
0-2. Yeah, 2 power fastballs. Looks for a third, it misses. Rogue Reed is the hitter. The changeup waited on nicely. BK can't glove it. Floribel gets it back in, retreating to third. Bases are loaded. I think the second baseman had a play. If he don't.
Maybe on the dive, I think he does have that, but now Mike's got to do something with the bases juiced and the lineup turned over.
Yeah, extremely dangerous situation for Mike. See if he tries to pump another fastball. He does. This time it is right at BK. He will not mess it up. So it's an out. Now the double play is possible for Mike. Go ahead, run at the plate. And with Lazy batting, anyone is capable of just hitting it yard. This one could be 2, though. BK scoops it up to second. Beaver Killer has to fire. He does. He gets out of bases loaded. Nobody out. MikeTheCuch looking like a magician.
Half this season, Cooch Potato Nation led almost every meaningful pitching category, and the way he's getting out of these jams right now in both of these ball games, honestly, albeit the runs he gave up in the first one, it's insane. It's blowing my mind right now.
He is performing some magic acts out there on the mound.
He's shown us he can do. We got to give him credit for it.
Yeah, certainly. I believe if you go on the XBL website to the stat tracking, you look at career whip, I think he's up there. He's kind of flown under the radar, but like you're saying, that perhaps that's not fair. He's a great pitcher. So now he draws the leadoff walk with Lil Floribel. See if he tries to move him. It's not really in the playbook for Mike. That one ripped by Noogle the Noble. Center field, Normus ranges, hits over his head. Mike, maybe not the best read on it, but he is going to get 2 as the throw went into the cutoff man. Second and third, nobody out.
Wow, that ended up really, really good for the Cooch Potatoes. This is a great spot to possibly add more. Any mistake pitch is probably 2 runs.
A couple of jams escaped by Mike, possibly. These are insane takes, by the way. Generating some momentum, looking to put this game in a much more favorable position. Beaver Killer tied up by a good fastball. Now a wild fastball popped up, shallow left. Not going to be deep enough, I wouldn't think. Yeah, not deep enough, so it's an unproductive out, unfortunately, there for the hitter. But that brings up, oh, look at these stats. The RBI man, Quentin Berezino.
He's locked in. Look at all that power.
That's nearing the game's maximum. Lazy pitching carefully, Mike with a wild swing there. Good fastball blows him away. Now whiffer trait activates. Fastball from Pack-a-Punch up the middle. That'll score 1. Mike does not choose to round for the second run. Will settle for the 1. An RBI up the middle. Ugly Octo now with a chance.
Getting it done with Berezino. Didn't have to use all that power. Just nicely done. Single sets the table for Octo. Maybe make Lazy throw a few more pitches. Ooh, what a play. What
a play indeed by Lanky. That one had the gap written all over it. Had at least 1 run coming in. Lots of speed on first. Could have been 2. So now Craigula. He has gotten 1, but Mike would just love to break it open here and give himself some peace of mind. He will get at least 1 more. Another hit up the middle. These guys trading off hitting clinics in both of these games.
Yeah, Mike's looking warmed up now. This is a good little rally here to add some insurance. He's going to have to keep pitching expertly, though, through the 8th and the 9th.
The rally will come to an end, thanks to BK his dudeness. Swinging on that pitch. 7-hole hitter. That'll bring us into the 8th. The lead is now 5 for the Cooch Potatoes. Just pumping fastballs to get ahead in the count. Goes with another, but he misses. See if he sticks with the heater. He does. And it blows him away. That seems to be the ticket right now. Lazy just a hair off.
Yeah, he's just not catching up with the heat. Linsasaurus is locked in right now. The pitch selection is working. Pretty much all fastball and changeup. And Mike knows what he's doing. He's finding his spots.
Yeah, you can see he's got 2 ugly swings on the changeup in this at bat because Lazy perhaps trying to. Oh my goodness! 3 straight changeups get him on that animation way out in front. That's what happens when you get him late on the fastballs.
Yeah, this man's won 31 games in the regular season, but Mike's got him out here swinging foolish at these changeups right now.
This has been a great series so far. We are in game 2 of a best of 7. Games 3 and wow.
What an inning.
Just made him look silly on the change piece. Linsasaurus getting it done here. Now Mickey the trailer guy to bat. Like I was saying, we've got games 3 and 4 on Thursday night if you want to see more of this series, and why wouldn't you? These guys putting on a show. Pack a punch. Tense. Mickey the trailer guy bidding down the line. It runs foul. The trailer guy battling here. Fastball doesn't fool him. Will this one hit some chalk? It will. That is into the corner. Takes a nice bounce for Mike. That'll give him a leadoff double. That gives him options here with the pitcher batting. I assume he does not want to take her out, so I would think a bunt is coming.
Maybe, or he's going to go for a swing right at Lanky, so not the result you want there.
Yeah, that's a single if no one's on second, but obviously because of the double, doesn't work that way. So Linsasaurus, an unproductive out. Top of the order though. Pack a punch. Tense now. Low flurry drives that one, but just a bit in on the hands, so Normus should have it. 2 down.
Another really good spot to add.
Yeah, big spot here. Mickey the trailer guy. Not a ton of speed on second, but tons of power at the plate. Gap potential and home run potential. Early on the change is Mike. K-Man activates. Pack-a-Punch just looking to get out of this. He can't on that one. 2-2. Contact swing from Mike. He popped it up. Should be no problem for me. We go to the top of the 9th. It's the Cooch Potatoes by 5.
Yeah, just needs 3 big outs right now.
Swinging first pitch is Lazy. He knew he was getting a heater for a strike, just missed it. Caught by Octo. There's 1. We saw in game 1, it was Mike down big in the 9th. He made a great comeback attempt, fell a hair short. We'll see if Lazy mounts something of his own. Doesn't look good though. There's 2. Fleurball makes the catch. MikeTheCuch an out away from evening the series.
Yeah, this is looking really good for Mike as relief ace, doing her job. Let's see now how he approaches this at bat.
Good strike there. That will even the count. Ham Choi off the bench. Rips that one. The game will not end just quite yet as Octo ranges into the gap to grab it. A 2-out knock. Lazy not going quietly. See a pinch hitter for Pack-a-Punch.
Yeah, we're seeing some bench action.
Doesn't look like any of the options are great. They're all nerfed by the specialist trait from Linsasaurus, who pumps a strike. And another. 1 strike away stands Mike. The pitch from Linsasaurus is outside. Another ripped.
What a catch.
This one caught by Beaver. Killer to silence the game to even the series. We have got a brand new series on our hands, folks. It is now a best of 5. They're tied at 1.
Cannot believe the show Mike just put on. Wow, 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 wow. That was really something else. I mean, all facets of the game were really showing there from Mike. The pitching, the hitting, everything. And to do it in Lafayette, that is just so insane.
Holding Mike, well, either of them really, but holding Lazy to 2 runs in Lafayette corner, that's not something you would bet on. It's just truly impressive. We were singing the praises of Mike's pitching there in game 2. Obviously, he deserved it. Not to go unnoticed was the starting pitching from Lazy in game 1, all the way up till that. If you remove the 9th inning, it was a great pitching outing. Obviously, that's not how it works. So Mike did end up scoring double digits there, but the pitching for both guys has flashed very well. And it's going to play in going forward. It's going to be interesting to see, Dwayne, what happens in games 3 and 4 as they get into their weaker pitchers. I know one of Mike's remaining pitchers does have some velo. I know another one has almost none. So it's going to be very interesting to see if he can navigate Lazy like he did tonight.
Yeah, if he's able to get him down in some early innings and then use his offense to be hot again and score a ton of runs early on, try to get Lazy down and out, and then maybe get to that pen, use Linsasaurus as expertly as he did again tonight, he has a pretty good chance going forward in the series. But he's evened it up tonight. He's given Lazy as many losses as he's had the entire season.
Yep.
So, hey, that's really something to take home tonight. And on Thursday, we'll see what kind of baseball we have. This was a really, really good show to start the series off.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. These two competitors going at it. We knew it was going to be good. Both game 1, a 1-run game. Second game, a 5-run game for Mike, but I would still call it a relatively close game. Both games were solid. And we will resume the series for you on Thursday, games 3 and 4. This is a best-of-7 series. But before that, tomorrow morning, if you're on the West Coast, or the afternoon if you're not, tomorrow at 10, sorry, let me get the perfect time here. I believe it's, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 o'clock Eastern, the resumption of one of the AAA semifinals. This is Corruptions versus Kekayula. Corruptions leads that series 2-0. They're going to play 2 games tomorrow. We'll have that for you on the channel. Dwayne and I will cover it for you there at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 o'clock Eastern, and then again, MikeTheCuch and Lazy going on Thursday, same time, same place. Without further ado, I've been Weaver for Prez. Dwayne, it's all yours.
Thank you, Weaver. Great to be in the booth with you again tonight. Great games from our participants, Mike and Lazy. Thanks everybody for stopping in for this semifinal. It was really a lot of fun to cast these two for you tonight. Really electric games. Keep your eyes, like Weaver said, on the broadcast channel and everything for tomorrow. I've dropped some updated tables for the week with games that we have coming up where you guys can see them. So with all that said, Weaver's goodbye, my goodbye. Have a great night, everybody. Take it easy. It's been a pleasure.
Good night, everybody.